What up there, anime and manga communities? This is your boy Chidea, or Chidea, whatever the hell you want to call me. And today I'm here to talk about something brand new, the first ever Let's Review for a game, The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings. Now, okay. Before I get into this beautiful game, I need to go ahead and get some things across. Now, in my anime versions of like reviews or whatever for series, I have a system. So I've kind of redone the system a bit. Like, it didn't need to be rehauled completely for this video, but I did have to redo a few things. So here's how the system's gonna go, right? Go buy it now, which is the best you can get on my score. Must play, then comes give it a try, right? Then goes play if you're bored. Then goes pass on it, and then finally you get burn it with fire. So for the most part, it remains the same, besides like a few little word changes here and there, but system still relatively similar. So now let's go ahead and get into The Witcher. Now, The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings follows a man named Geralt of Rivia, a witcher, basically a person who has been enhanced magically through alchemy and magical potions and all this, and turned into basically a fucking killing machine, mutant, badass. Geralt is one of my favorite characters in gaming, period. Like, Geralt. Okay, anyways. So you follow him as he's trying to clear his name after an assassin, a fellow witcher, assassinates a king and frames Geralt for it. So now Geralt's journey throughout the game is to clear his name, but of course it's not that simple. This is a game based upon hard choices. Every choice in this game is hard. Let's get into the meat and beans of this game. This game is about choice. You have the choice to do a lot in this game. And no choice is spelled out to you. Not like in Dragon Age or Mass Effect, although those are good games. There is no good evil system. It's what do you do? What does your morality tell you to do? What's right or wrong? And sometimes, no matter, you could choose the choice that you feel is best, but every choice has an outcome that you may not like. Like, some choices could lead to mass murders. Like, it gets dirty, and it gives the game massive replayability. Like, I've played through that game at least 5 times, like maybe even more. And the game is I'd say it's about like how long would I get? Like, the game is about maybe like 100 hours in if you put in all of like, if you do all the side quests and if you do all the side quests and all the armor sets and all that, and you actually try and get all the achievements, you can get even more than 100 hours in. But main campaign is about 50 to 100 hours if you're just trying to do a speed run real quick. Probably quicker if you really try. So it's a good, decently sized RPG. Like, the best part for me for this game is the story. The story in The Witcher is great. The characters are great. Like I said, the choices are deep and meaningful. Like, you really, like, I felt bad at some of the choices I made. Like, for real, like, you feel something for some of these choices from the outcome of them anyway. So then on from that, we get into the gameplay. Now, the gameplay in The Witcher being, I usually want to talk about the story and gameplay first, since this is my first time doing one of these. I just want to get that pointed out. Story and gameplay are the 2 biggest points of the game to me. Everything else comes a little bit later. So, gameplay in The Witcher. Now, The Witcher is a hard game. Like, it's not like Dark Souls levels of hard, but you need to come correct with The Witcher. The Witcher is no joke. You are given these things called signs, which your Witchers are trained in. This goes further into the lore of The Witcher, which basically Witchers are trained in. It's like basic magic. The signs that you have are Quinn, Igni, Ard, what is the other one? Crap. What was the other one? Fuck. It's Quinn, Igni, Ard. See, I don't really use a lot of the other signs, because for the most part, you'll end up using 1 or 2 of them, which will be Quinn and Ard, because Ard pushes your enemies away, and and Quinn gives you an electrical shield that protects you from attacks. So for the most part, you can pretty much get through the game with just using those. But if you really want to get fancy with it, you can get into some of the other signs, which allow you to burn people and hypnotize people and all that. But they give you all these signs to make the combat easier. I'm not saying by any means that you shouldn't use these extra signs, because it does make the game easier. It's just I like to focus more when I play RPGs on like sword fighting. I enjoy that portion of the RPG, so I didn't really put too much time into my spells. I just used the ones that I felt were the most useful for the most part. So I can't remember all the names. I just remember one more, which is so 4 that I remember as of right now are Ignai, Ard, Axii, and Quinn. Those are the 4 that I can remember off the top of my head. And then I want to remember the 5th one, but I can't. Whatever. Either way it goes, you use these signs to help you in a fight, turn your enemies against each other, and your sword strikes, you use quick and heavy attacks to, do more damage, basic shit. But it gets hectic in the middle of the fights, because on top of all that, you can't use potions in the middle of battle. Like, you can't, if you want to use any potion, you have to use it before the fight. So any potions to enhance your strength, your sight, whatever it is you're trying to enhance, you have to do it before. This game is about preparation. You better be prepared for every fight. And I was stupid the first time I played through the game. I thought, oh, well, I don't need no stinking alchemy and potions. I'll just go in with my sword out, and I got my ass beat because I did not properly plan out my fights. Planning, strategy, and thinking are what's going to get you through this game. Especially on the harder difficulties, you don't fuck around. But it's gratifying when you can slay like 5-10 enemies at once and you're just good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's awesome. Now I will say that the alchemy tree for leveling up does become rather useless for the most part. Like, you could put a few points in there and you'll be good. Like, I think that's the one tree that's rather, you could call it useless, but I wouldn't say so, because you could really get some really good points on making your combat style better. Even if you're doing like magical signs, you can make your combat style better. So alchemy, I wouldn't sleep on alchemy, but you could get through the game without it. Now on to and another thing with the gameplay is that it's really dodgy. Like, a lot of the times you spend times dodging around the battlefield because you're fighting multiple people at once. And for a lot of people, that's a turnoff. I enjoyed it because it made me feel like there was tension in battle, and that I couldn't just sit there and be this god. I had to keep moving. So the combat can be rather dodgy. So if you don't really like that, you might not enjoy the combat too much. I like the combat personally, but whatever. Next thing we're going to get into is the graphics. All I need to say about The Witcher, 2 things. The graphics are ridiculously beautiful. And if you don't believe me, go watch it. Go watch YouTube videos of this. Go watch the Xbox 360 version of this game. Don't even go watch the PC dudes, because the PC dudes got it maximized so tough that The Witcher rivals games now with how good its graphics look. Like, those graphics are freaking lush, beautiful. The textures are great, especially on PC. If you can get a PC to play The Witcher 2 Assassins of King, I highly suggest it, because one of the best looking games on the market right now, period. So now, next thing is sound. I thought the sound was okay. Sword and burning people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's a shooter where I feel like sound is like this. Well, I guess sound could still add to the atmosphere, and sometimes you can get like a really atmospheric sound, like the crickets in the background, the wolves howling and all that during night stages, or just the rustling of the trees. Like, it has good sound. I'll say that. Very solid sound and all that. Now, finally, we're gonna get into music. I love The Witcher's OST. Like, the OSTs that play in the background in The Witcher are great. Love them all. It has a great soundtrack. So all in all, with those 5 things in place, I don't do points. Like, I want to go ahead and point that out now. Like, I'm sure you guessed that by my rating system earlier, but I don't do points. So overall, I would give The Witcher a must play. My second highest score. I'm going to give The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings a must play. Now, the only reason I don't give it a go buy it now is because of the combat. It feels really dodgy. And I know a lot of people don't really care for The Witcher combat because of how dodgy it is. And I have to take that into account with this score. So I'm going to give it a very strong must play. But besides, it's only like $20 at like GameStop or whatever. I'm sure you can pick it up. It'll be just fine. This is a good last gen play real quick before you move on to the next generation where the thirst is real. So yeah, that'll be my Witcher 2 Assassins of King review. I definitely think you should pick it up. Go a must buy game. I feel that's just how I feel. I enjoy it. I look forward to the fucking Witcher. Yo, nigga, The Witcher 3. my life dies the day that game drops. I have no life. Life is ceased. Oh, my life is the life of Geralt the Rivia. I am so ready for that game. But before I go, I just want to mention one last thing. I wanted to put some gaming music in the background. Like, I know you have to hear the anime Nuhabes music on all that, but I really felt like for gaming, related videos, I want to put gaming music. But since I see what's going on in the gaming community right now with all these freaking copyright claims over this little bullcrap, I don't want to endanger my channel being stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I put the anime music in the background this time, but if you guys have any suggestions on music you would like to hear in the background for my vids, let me know. Put it in the comment section down below and I'll put the music in the back, just as long as it won't get me copyrighted. If I can get copyrighted for it, and I know people are getting copyrighted for it, I ain't putting that shit in my video. So otherwise you won't be able to see this sexy black oh no, I'm not that conceited. Anyways, that'll be my review. This is your boy Chitty, or Chidia, whatever you want to call me, signing out. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and do other things to help Black Brother thrive. And I know this review was kind of like all over the place, but this is my first time doing this, so give me a break. Stall me out, stall me out, dog. So yeah, it's been golden, y'all. Peace out, anime and manga communities and gaming communities. Holy crap! Like, I just had to think about that. Like, I have to now add gaming communities into that. So hold up, let's try that again. Peace out, anime, manga, and gaming communities. Shit.